I've had several slip and falls at work. I've had um, a really bad car accident. Like I said, I have a 20-year career in word processing. So I sat for over 20 years. And, back in the 80s, we didn't have these specialty chairs and we weren't told to take frequent breaks. So consequently, I have chronic back pain. And I've been diagnosed with arthritis in my back. Um, let's see, I have OCD, I have PTSD, major depressive disorder, anxiety disorder. Man, is that it? It sure is enough. But don't get me wrong, I've been tempted to mask it. And how I mask it is just really keeping busy, attempting to live my best life. I've traveled. I've been in the Nation of Islam, just busy. I've had hobbies and, I've been a collector. I take lots and lots of pictures and videos. And like I said, I blog on Facebook and I do what I need to do to, survive. I love to eat, drink, and be merry. Um, I always say dancing is my fountain of youth. So, I'm older now though with this homeless thing. Things changed. I became homeless chronically, really for the last 17 years. Um, like I said, I'm disabled and I've been off and on general relief and food stamps and stuff, but I finally got my Social Security disability insurance. And it took a long time to get. So in the meantime, in between time, what I've did to really help myself out, because general relief and food stamps really is not sufficient. So I, in exchange for room and board, I've done caregiving. And I started with my landlady. She got sick. I lived at her place for over 20 years, and she was sick toward the end of her life. So in exchange for room and board, I was her caregiver, her loving caregiver, her dedicated caregiver. And when she passed away, a family member took over and he raised my rent. My rent was $500 for 20 some years. She would lower it back down when I would get married. I mean, she would raise it up when I would get married and then lower it back down when I would get divorced. So anyway, living caregiving. And when she passed away, that's when things changed. Her family member raised her rent up, raised my rent, I should say, up over $1,000. And then, I'm disabled and I wasn't working. And so he had to pay relocation. And that started my journey of living in a friend's apartment building. Then from there, I had to live in my vehicle, hotel, motels when the money came in. Then when the money ran out, back in my vehicle. I was on friends' couches in little spare rooms. Guy friend, you can, sleep in my bed. I'll sleep on the couch kind of thing. And then another opportunity came up. I'd lived in a boarding house and had been moved out to South Carolina to stay with a childhood friend and her husband, moved back to California, a floor, and then, like I said, a boarding house, and then a woman that was like a mother to me. I met her as a teenager. She became sick and I moved in with her and became her caregiver for the last 4 years of her life. She was bedridden and dedicated. Like I said, I had known her since I was 17. And so I took care of her. And when she passed away, bam, right back out again. The cycle continued.